Fraizer's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali, his fights against George Foreman. That one lands. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You fight the swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. He wanted action, and they are delivering. Smoking Joe may go. Fraizer still standing.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well done with that counter shot. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by... There's the bell for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This with that jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
A perfect counter lands. Can't find a home for that jab. The straight right just misses. How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. An switch on. Let's get it started in round three. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. There's no way Fraizer survives this. Fraizer never one to back off or back down.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot. Clear.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Is Fraizer in trouble? Is this the beginning of the end for this legend? Fraizer finally answering back.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That bell could not have... And there's the bell to start round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just misses with that uppercut. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose them. And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Catch and shoot. They exchanged punches. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the train... Let's start the 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. There's a counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Beautiful counter punch. Punch, counter punch. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he scores with the counter. Just missed with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Jab does not score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to... And there's the bell for round 7. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You'd like to see more jabs. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Fraizer is in trouble. Down goes Fraizer. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?